How's it going? Are you good?
Yeah. Good, good, good. Kind of warm outside.
Um,
It's a bit warm outside.
it's boiling hot. It is 43 degrees, which is, like you say, a little bit warm.
hmm
Um, so today we're going to talk about Eddie Murphy, his life, and some of his films, some of his stand-up. Um, I think, well, similar to Michael Jackson,
hmm
he's been a massive figure, although in many ways way, way less controversial. If you think
hmm
about it, he's been quite interesting for me because he has been right up there amongst the biggest stars,
Yeah.
and he's never really had any big controversy that I can think of. He's never punched anybody or slapped anybody in the Oscars, or he's never, jumped on tables and been a Scientologist or had crazy divorces or, none of those sorts of things that
No.
many of the, not been accused of,
Yeah.
any what was it? What was the word? Inappropriate kind
Yeah.
of behavior with children, none of those sort of things.
Yeah.
Um, but it's interesting because he's been massive all of my life, right?
True. Yeah.
Um, I was looking up. So firstly, was obviously this comes from he got an AFI award recently. I think
Yeah.
this year it came up on Netflix this week,
Yeah. I watched that.
and it was really interesting because it kind of
hmm
they did it quite well because they got some people to talk about him and then he talks
hmm
about his own stuff and they
Yeah.
show some of the clips and stuff. And he got famous when he was really young. He got famous when he was 18, 19, basically.
hmm
So it's interesting. He was born in Brooklyn, New York,
hmm
and he did in that thing in that show. They kind of show that he just watched films and
Yeah.
decided all of a sudden that he wanted to try doing comedy because he'd seen, I think, Richard Pryor do it, and it's like, I want
Yes.
to do that.
Yeah.
And so let's just touch on Richard Pryor because Richard Pryor, if you've not watched any Richard Pryor, he's
Is it? Yeah.
mad,
I think
mad. Like what?
the first time I saw Richard Pryor was in this one of the Superman movies. It was the
Yeah,
first thing.
randomly, I don't know what he was doing there with Christopher Reeve. It's like, what are you doing, here, mate?
And
I
he
can't
had
remember
to.
why he's in it.
There's one scene I remember where he has to put two um plugs into computers at the same time, and he was kind of
Yeah,
drunk. Do you remember that scene in one of the Superman?
no,
Um, and because he was paying himself, like he was like a computer hacker or something like that, and he was
right.
paying himself like 1 cent uh, from everyone's wages into
Right.
his account. He's doing some weird stuff. Anyway, if you can't remember it,
That's well ahead of its
I'm
time,
trying to remember
considering this was the 70s.
which Superman movie. I might have been the
Yeah.
first one. But yeah, that was awesome. But I've not seen a lot of his stand up. But yeah, go on.
So it's weird because obviously before that, for Richard
hmm
Pryor,
hmm
no black person was really doing stand up in that way, right? There's
True.
one or two
Yeah.
others. There's this other guy whose name I can't remember now.
Superman 3,
Um,
by the way. Superman 3.
Superman
He's
3.
in
So that
that.
was
Yeah.
80s. That was
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah. He was in that. He was in that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's this other guy whose name I can't remember now, who's a black comedian. There was Bill Crosby,
Yeah.
and this harks back to he's surprisingly not got any kind of controversy
Yeah.
despite being from the 80s. Um,
Who? Bill
and it was
Cosby.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby has got some
A lot of controversy right
controversy.
now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not right now, for a while.
No.
Um,
Mm.
and so as he grew, so Bill Richard Pryor was very different because Richard Pryor
Mm.
felt like he'd come from the streets of New York and he was just
Mm-hmm.
a random black guy who was
Mm-hmm.
just very funny and he talked about very like in a way Bill Crosby. I think Cosby or Crosby. Cosby was
Cosby.
he was kind of like a black guy but acting a little bit white.
Yeah.
I don't mean to
I
say
remember
that
the
in a
Cosby
disparaging
Show.
way. Yeah,
I remember growing up
yeah,
watching the Cosby Show. I thought that was really funny as a kid. Yeah.
it was funny, but
Mm.
he was acting like that could have been a white family,
Yeah. Could
right?
have been.
Because
Yeah.
he's acting like a
Mhm.
really well off,
Mm.
very functional, and I'm not saying black family is not functional. That's not
Mhm.
what I mean at all. But he's not working class black,
No.
right? Whereas Richard Pryor comes across as very working
Oh yeah,
working
yeah,
class black family, right?
yeah, yeah,
Swears like crazy,
yeah, yeah,
and talks about outlandish stuff.
yeah.
But um, so he's a skit, and check this out because it's very funny. If anybody hasn't seen
Mm,
this, there's a bit about he does this. He gets angry at a mafia guy, and he
mm,
doesn't realize he's a mafia guy until they start talking. It's
mm,
brilliant. So he goes, "Oh, there's some lady I used to work with, and I was very young at the time, and she wasn't getting paid, and I got upset that she wasn't getting paid. So I'll go talk to them." And he goes and talks to them. And they're like, "Hey, Tony, look at this kid!" And the way he does it is brilliant. And he goes, "They're all called like Tony or Antonio or something,"
mm.
and it is just very, very funny. So it's interesting because Eddie Murphy takes his sees that and goes, "Oh, I
See that?
could
Yeah,
do that," and he's from the same place,
yeah.
and he's from a family where I think his father passed away quite early.
Mm,
I
mm,
think his father passed away maybe he was a teenager.
mm,
It was his mum and his basically elder brother Charlie Murphy, who's mega
mm.
famous, and we'll in his own way, and we'll
Okay.
come back to that. Um, and they kind of brought him up, so he was very
Mm,
independent. He goes like, I started going to clubs
mm,
in New York when I was 17,
mm, mm,
and started doing comedy when he was
mm,
17.
mm,
And in 3 years, he went from that to being on
mm.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, that's mad.
It is, it is.
That's
Um, and
playing
and
that like a 19-year-old essentially.
yeah, but he was very like when you watched, I watched the tribute, and it's he said when we first saw Richard Pryor, he said, "I want to be that." It just that from then
Yeah,
on,
he
like
knew it.
that's me, I want to be that, and like it's rare you see that from like teenagers, like, and
It's the confidence, but
it's
B,
the
it's the
confidence.
vision. It's going.
It's like
That's
that's
I'm doing
it,
that.
and like that's such an admirable quality. And when I see kids like that,
Yeah,
I think, yeah, you're going somewhere. Like, because
yeah.
most
You're gonna do it.
17-year-olds, no idea what
No, most
they're
mid-40 people in their mid-40s don't know what they're doing. So,
doing.
for a 20-year-old, and it's
Yeah,
interesting because he goes, when I wrote my high school yearbook, I
mhm.
wrote, I'm writing this for you so you can show it to your kids and
Yes,
you can
yes,
prove that you went to school with me.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's mad.
that is
Yeah, that's
determination,
confidence, that's
confidence,
determination,
that's vision.
um, vision. Yeah, yeah, everything. So,
It's
yeah,
something he
no,
says something interesting. He says something really
mm,
interesting where he says, from an early age, I knew I could make a room of people laugh.
yes, yeah,
And that's really interesting because
that is really interesting. Yeah.
it is a skill, and it is
Hmm.
definitely an unusual pleasure when you
Yes.
say something and a lot of people laugh.
Another thing to add to that, which kind of blew my mind, and he said it in the program, was like, I think I'm blessed because I make people laugh, you know.
Mm,
Um, and you just think, oh yeah, like making people laugh is a virtue, is a good thing,
it is.
isn't it? And it's
Yeah.
like, and for him to kind of have that awareness, I don't know what his belief in God is or whatever, have that awareness to say
Mm,
like, the reason why I'm successful is because I make people laugh, and I'm getting
yeah.
rewarded for it somehow. It's a blessing. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true.
That is it. That's a really
Yeah.
good way of thinking about it because it is,
Mm,
right. I mean, even Islamically, as long as you're not
mm.
hurting anybody doing it, you're not
Yeah, yeah.
lying.
Yeah, yeah.
Joking is a very positive thing,
Yeah, yeah. You're
because
making
people
someone
laughing
laugh.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, laughing is definitely better than making them cry or
Yeah.
making them angry or any of those
Yeah,
sorts of
yeah,
things.
yeah.
And is a very positive thing. And actually, opposite side of that,
Hmm.
if you've ever made a group of people laugh,
Yeah.
you know the feeling is really interesting.
Yeah.
It's not like feeling powerful, but it's
Yeah.
feeling. I suppose it is power, isn't that? What is that? That's
It is
power, I
powerful,
suppose.
and like nowadays, people make others laugh by being mean or cursing or being
Yeah,
insulting.
yeah.
That is a kind of humor to that. But it's but I think the best kind of humor is the pure humor where it's like situational stuff, like you
I mean,
know where you're not
to give an
insulting
example.
anyone. Yeah.
To give an example of
Mm,
Eddie Murphy when he did, I think it was in Raw, where
mhm, mhm.
he does the bit about ice cream, which you
Okay.
should see if you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
It's
it's been a while. Yeah,
so
yeah.
funny. So basically, he goes, "Oh, when we were kids, and
Mm,
like the ice cream truck would come, and we were like,
mm,
ice
yeah.
cream, mom." ice cream. And he's like, I'm gonna some ice cream. And the way
mm,
he does it, it's like
mm,
probably about a 5-minute skit.
mm,
Doesn't say anything horrible, doesn't swear, doesn't
mm,
do
mm,
anything funny.
mm, mm,
And it is hilarious
mm.
because it's just about him. It's an
Mm,
experience I think that we've all pretty much had, which is
mm.
as a little kid being super excited about something
Yes, yeah.
and kind of jumping up and down and getting excited. So he gets
Mm,
money, he goes to get the ice
mm,
cream. And the big joke is he's so excited, he does this with the ice cream and the ice cream falls. And that's why it's funny because it's like,
yeah,
oh yeah, that's happened. Everybody's done that when they're so overexcited about something and they mess it up.
yeah.
And it's such a
Mm,
clever thing to be able to
mm,
go because it's like a natural human thing that everybody will have experienced at
yeah,
some
yeah,
point.
yeah,
And didn't need to do anything kind of horrible for it.
yeah.
Um, I think the other thing, do you know, he saw that Richard Pryor thing, and I think
Mhm,
A, he recognized that he said that's me,
mm,
and B, he realized that he could also be funny, and
yeah.
C, he just happened to be in the right place at the right time as well.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
being
That's it.
in wanting to do comedy, if he
Mm,
was in London, he wouldn't have been able to do it. If he was in, I don't know, anywhere in Europe,
mm,
anywhere, maybe even anywhere else in America, if he
yeah,
was in,
yeah,
I don't know, like Texas or somewhere, he wouldn't have been able to do that because it probably wouldn't have been that he just happened to be in the right place as well, and that's a real
yeah,
blessing.
yeah. A lot of things,
Do
I
you
think. Yeah,
have you watched much Saturday Night Live?
yeah, on and off. There's a lot of stuff, but yeah, 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 yeah.
It's an interesting show because it is like the foundation of American comedy,
It is, yeah, yeah. I know.
right? It's like
I watched a bit of the UK one. We'll talk about that a bit later. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's actually pretty good the UK one.
yeah,
I thought I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen some of the skits and they're quite
yeah.
good. Um, and it's interesting because going back to the US one,
Mm-hmm.
when he left, well, so when he started, all of the previous guys and girls from SNL had just left,
Yeah, yeah,
and they were very well loved.
yeah.
And then he came in as the new lot,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently when he started his first sketch,
Yeah.
no one laughed.
Mm-hmm.
Like he came on and was just like, "Yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
mate, who are you?" And
Mm-hmm.
apparently by the end of the sketch, they were like falling about laughing
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because,
yeah,
and even now he's got some very very famous. I mean, he was on it when we were 1-2 years old.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But even I had heard of Gumby, right? Even I
Yeah.
had heard of buckwheat. I don't know what buckwheat is
Mm-hmm.
if I'm honest, but I know
Yeah,
what Gumby is. Gumby's quite
yeah.
funny. Um, and it's these characters that he apparently a lot to do with it because there's an
Mm-hmm.
interesting thing with SNL is the people who are acting it are the ones who make up the jokes,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and that's quite clever
It
because
is.
it's not some random people actors because that wouldn't work. It's the people who made the joke are doing the
Mm-hmm.
joke,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that works really well.
Yeah. No, he had this rare quality, like, because obviously he's a big part of the 80s, big part of childhood, and like when something of his came out, it was like a big deal, at
Yeah,
school, and
definitely.
everyone
Yeah.
would talk about it. But I remember he had this, he's got this quality even now, but back then was being not only being funny, but being cool. And like
Yeah,
Beverly Hills Cop he was just so cool in that movie.
everything
He
was
was
cool
just
about it. The music was
the
cool.
music, yeah,
His character was
his
cool.
character,
Even
yeah,
his crappy clothes were cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And going to Hollywood
Mm-hmm.
and kind of he says something in that AFI thing, and he says
Mm-hmm.
normally you wouldn't get the black person going in and taking charge,
Mm-hmm.
and the white people are, for want of a better word, subordinate to the black
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah.
He
That's what it was.
he,
Yeah,
he went and said, "Black
yeah,
people are cool. We can take
yeah,
charge, and we are going to take charge." And it
yeah.
was
And
very very cool.
he was, yeah. Um, and then I remember Trading Places as a kid. That was really
Trading
cool
Places was brilliant.
because you had the other guy,
Such a good film.
Dan Aykroyd was with him, I
Dan
think.
Aykroyd.
Yeah,
Dan
yeah,
Aykroyd
yeah.
is very funny.
Awesome.
Dan Aykroyd, and there was the two older white guys,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and they're in something else.
Sesame Street? Is it the same guy from Sesame
Are they
Street?
in Sesame Street? Oh, that's a good shout. I don't know.
I'm just connected. I've been doing the Sesame Street. Yeah.
What are their names? Interesting enough, it was directed by John Landis,
Yeah. He's done
who's famous
a lot of
for
stuff. Huh? He did the Thriller bit. Did
famous
you do
for
the
something.
Thriller bit?
He did Thriller. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did Thriller.
yeah. Yeah, he's
which
done a.
is pretty cool. Not Winthrop.
What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the two old guys.
Trading
Yeah.
Places. Yeah, I can't find the name. Don Amici and Ralph Bellamy. And then that's where his first time you really see his funny laugh, which is very famous. It's like the wrong way around. Like people are high. He goes,
Yeah, and he's got his big
that's
smile.
brilliant. Yeah, and he's got a big smile. And this is the thing, like you say, for one of not sounding indelicate about it, I bet he was very popular with the girls.
Yeah, of course.
Like when he was,
Yeah, they all. Yeah,
because he was very young. Like he
Yeah,
was in the early 80s. He was like
yeah,
in his early 20s, and he was massively famous.
yeah, yeah.
And he tells that story. He tells the story where he's going along, and there's all these other kind of famous black people with him, and they're walking along, and this white lady comes up to him and goes, "I've never kissed a black man.
Yeah.
Can I kiss you?" He says, "Yeah, you can." He goes, "You can't just start at the top. You have to start at the bottom."
Yeah, yeah.
Or he says something like, "You can't
Yeah,
start at the top. You work your way up."
Yeah, you work right. You got to kiss the broadcast ones first.
Yeah, you can't start. You can't start at the top, which is brilliant because it's such a. It's saying no, go away, leave me alone. But it's also going, I'm right at the top now. Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Which is really funny. It's so clever.
It is because genius. Yeah, yeah.
And then just go on. Sorry.
No, go on. You can.
So again, going back to Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
It was like super cool, very clever.
Yeah.
The best soundtrack ever, maybe in any film.
It is.
When I say soundtrack, I specifically mean that theme tune.
The Harold
because it is massively famous. Yeah. I mean, how many others apart from the very famous guy? Who's the very famous guy who did like Star Wars and all those sorts of films?
George Lucas. No.
No. The theme.
Oh.
Indiana Jones. He did all the famous ones.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah. He did that as well.
Oh, okay.
And he did. What's that? Go on, you know this.
I know it. I need a clue.
It's a Spielberg film.
Not E.T., is it? No. Not E.T. Oh, man. Nah.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, of course. Yes.
And it's done by John Williams.
Oh, wow.
Who did, I'll tell you ones, he did some mad ones.
Mm-hmm.
He's done so many famous movies that you'll be like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So he did Schindler's List, which I can't remember, but Schindler's List, Jaws, he did that dun 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 dun, right? That is literally a genius piece of music. It's like, how can a piece of music embody like
a shark,
what is happening on the screen, a shark, an animal, so well? He did Star Wars. He did Raiders of the Lost Ark. He did E.T. He did Harry Potter. He did Home Alone. He did Close Encounters of the whatever it's kind. What's it called? Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yeah. Superman. Talking about Superman. What else did he do? Attack of Clones, Harry Potter's, more Jurassic Park, Hook.
That is just memorable stuff.
Saving Private Ryan, Catch Me If You Can.
Okay.
Empire of the Sun, The Terminal. So yeah, just a whole lot of really, really, really famous films.
Unforgettable.
I don't know why we came onto that. What do we come onto that? Oh yeah, the theme of this guy needs to chill. He's such a hyperactive. He's like, won't sit still. And the thing is, he's not like, okay, I'm just gonna chill now. If he hears that I'm on the phone, he has to do this. If I'm talking to somebody, he'll have to do this.
Interesting. Okay.
Weird behavior.
Yeah.
I was trying to get on my lap. What are you doing? Weird cat. So yeah, what was that film called? Not Trading Places. Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills Cop
Yeah.
was massive. Do you know what my favorite thing about Beverly Hills Cop was?
Mhm.
Funny enough, it wasn't my favorite character. Wasn't Eddie Murphy's character. It was Serge. Do you remember Serge?
Judge Reinhold. His no
No, no, no,
Serge.
no.
No, Serge is that fashion guy. The
Yeah,
fashion guy. Yeah.
he's
He comes
a
back
he's
in
not
the new one. Yeah.
he's not a fashion guy. He's a art
Is it
dealer guy.
art dealer? Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, he's so funny. Do you know something? Because it takes something amazing to outshine Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. I know. I need to.
And Eddie Murphy's clever because he just backs off. He sees this guy going, "Oh, this guy's doing amazing," and Eddie Murphy just goes straight. He just plays it very straight.
Yeah.
And he says, "I'm here to see the lady." He goes, he says, Aquel? Aquel? He goes, Aquel? Ahmed? Tell him, yes. The way he says, because he corrects him, he says, it's excellent. He goes, Holy.
I think it was. I don't think it was scripted either. I think it was a lot of.
I don't think it's good. He goes,
a lot of it was
I'm here for this. I'm
improvised.
here to see this piece. And goes, this one? How much is this piece? He goes, it's like $3 million. And Eddie Murphy obviously swears. And he goes, get the F out of here. And he goes, I cannot. I love that line. It's like, I cannot. He's brilliant. That guy is very, very funny. And the thing is, like throughout the 80s, he did so many amazing films, like Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop 2, Coming to America. Coming to America is just
Coming to America was
ridiculous.
At school, all we ever
Yeah.
talked about. I remember it was just a big
And I
deal.
remember specifically it being one of the first films, apart from the really famous stuff like E.T. And like the old films. So when I was little, I was very aware because we kind of recorded these films like Mary Poppins and Wizard of Oz and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So we had those recorded. So I was very aware of those. But in the modern era, it was like one of the first big films that I was like, oh wow, who's this guy? Coming to America is a thing that everybody kind of knew about and talked about. And it was genius, not only because it had this idea of again putting black people up.
Yeah.
And it was like a whole film was all everybody was black, apart from I think the guy, the fake barber who was not him. It was not a fake barber. It was him.
Yeah. The Jewish guy. No,
the Jewish guy.
Yeah.
The Jewish guy. Yeah, he's Jewish. Yeah. In the barbers. Apart from him, I don't think there was any other white people in the film. And it's got so many genius characters. Many genius characters.
It is. And then we used to quote it so much. We used to quote that movie so much. So many lines from that movie. So many.
Samuel L. Jackson's in that film. Remember?
Yeah. I know. I realized
Samuel Jackson
at the time. Yeah, the hold up guy.
Darth Vader.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
I can't remember. Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, he's the guy getting a haircut. Yeah,
he's getting his haircut. What's his name?
Who?
Is it Darth Vader?
James Earl Jones. Yeah.
James Earl Jones is his father.
Yeah. Darth Vader guy.
King Joffrey. King Joffrey? No, King.
Jafar. No, Jafar. King
Joffrey.
Jafar. Yeah. I'm
Jafar.
Wikipedia now. Yeah.
That's brilliant. He's so funny. It's just the genius film, and even the kind of the side characters that they play.
Yeah.
Like Arsenio Hall and him and Eddie Murphy play. They're genius as well.
Yeah.
There's the guy. There's the old pastor who Arsenio Hall plays.
Yes.
And then there's the singer who I think Eddie Murphy plays the singer. I can't remember that. Does Eddie Murphy play the singer? I think he does. It's just genius. And I think that's the first time he did the whole let's do multiple characters.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I think is a very Asian thing. It sounds like he was trying to save money personally.
But he's so good in all those characters. It's mad. The talent is just crazy.
It's just raw, crazy talent. It really is. So have you seen Delirious and Raw?
A long time ago, but I can't quote exactly. But yeah, they were big, but I haven't seen it recently. Yeah,
I think he did something. He did something really interesting where, like, other famous comedians at the time, were people like Richard Pryor. What's his name? Seinfeld, Carlin. They would just walk on, and it'd be like they're wearing a suit or they're wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and they just do
Oh
the
yeah,
comedy.
I know you.
My
Yeah,
man
yeah.
turns out with like a get up. He just like
Yeah.
looks completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And like according to this film, this AFI show, it's because he liked Elvis,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
thought I'm going to dress a bit like Elvis. But he wore like on the second one he wore a red one. I think first one was a purple one,
Yes.
leather
Yes.
suit,
Yeah.
and anybody else would have looked ridiculous in that.
It's just iconic because that's the memory
Can you
I have.
imagine John
Yeah.
Seinfeld in that?
Yeah. I know. It's crazy.
No,
Yeah.
anybody else would look ridiculous in that.
Yeah.
But he looks so cool.
It does. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
It pulls
funny.
up.
It's
Yeah.
brilliant. He pulls it off completely. I think then after the 80s, basically he had a bit more of a. I think he was still doing well, but it wasn't quite the same as the 80s. He made a film called Boomerang, which I actually haven't seen. I want to watch that.
Yes. Boomerang again. Yeah, I want to watch it. I think I missed that as well. I think I was too young
Mm.
to watch it or understand it at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But going back to Beverly Hills Cop, 1 was good, 2 was good, and 3 was just rubbish. And I think
Yeah.
there's a story behind 3 because I don't think he wanted to do it, and it wasn't the same people making it or something like that. And it was obvious, because 3 just was a completely different movie from the other 2. So I don't know what happened
Yeah,
there.
true.
But
And yeah, you're right. 1 and 2 were brilliant, and 3 I have no memory of it because I don't think I've only watched it once, I think, and then doing my brother watching it again.
but in the
Did
in the
they do 3? Were there all 3 of them in the 80s?
no.
They must have
3
been.
was in 94.
Oh, okay.
1 was in 84, 2 was 87, and 3 was in 94. So quite a
And I
bit
think,
later.
funny enough, in the 90s, he made one of my favorite Eddie Murphy films called Life. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah,
It's Eddie
yeah.
Murphy and Martin Lawrence,
Yeah.
and they're these New York guys, and they get arrested when they go down south, and they end up doing life in prison, and it's how they spend life in prison. And it's got one of my favorite lines in the film ever. It's one of the few lines. It's one of the one lines like I regularly quote, where he goes to prison first time, and basically Martin Lawrence is sitting over there and he's sitting here, and this big massive guy comes over and he goes, "You want that corn?" He goes to like Martin Lawrence, "You want that cornbread?" And Martin Lawrence goes, "Yeah, go ahead, cool, get the cornbread. I don't mind." And then he goes, "No, don't let him take your cornbread. That's your cornbread. Let him go get his own cornbread." He goes, "If he thinks he can pull any of that with me, there'll be consequences and repercussions."
Yeah.
I just love the consequences and repercussions. Anytime anyone says anything to me, I'm like, "Listen, there'll be consequences and repercussions." That's such a good threat. I love that threat. The way he says it, he just delivers it so brilliantly. Yeah, that is a brilliant film. I love that film.
And
then
go on.
Go on.
No. There was another movie that came up on the tribute thing, was Harlem Nights, right? Which when I saw a clip of it, I was like, oh, I remember seeing that as a kid.
Yeah. Oh wow, you watched that as a kid?
Yeah. Yeah. And I forgot all about it until I saw a clip, and I was like, oh yeah, I do remember that. And I didn't realize he directed it, produced it, wrote it, and everything. So
I've never
it's
seen
another
it.
one. I want to have another watch of it though. Huh?
Yeah, because for some reason it's one of those I missed. I think obviously that when it came out.
Yeah.
And then it just so happens that I missed it for whatever reason. That and Boomerang. Like, I think those are the only 2 famous ones that I've never seen. And then he did some weird stuff like Dr. Dolittle and Nutty Professor, which
Nutty Professor was good. Come on.
Nutty Professor was good. No, Nutty Professor was good. It's just when they started doing the clumps or whatever it's called, and all the other, like, they took it too far.
I don't know what happened there. There was and then Bowfinger. I know they mentioned it in the tribute, but I don't remember really.
There are some very funny bits in Bowfinger, but it's just a bit random.
Yeah.
He goes to him, and the funny is they showed this clip in the show, and he goes, not Martin Lawrence. What's the guy with the white hair?
What's the guy? What
with the white hair in Bowfinger?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I don't remember.
It's like I said, it's one of those funny it's quite funny in parts, but it's just Steve Martin.
Mhm.
So Steve Martin goes to him. He's doing like a he's kind of interviewing for the
Yeah.
show, and he goes, "What do you think about cutting your hair?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't know. I don't mind, but
Mm.
normally it's better if someone else does it."
Yeah. They did show that
Like,
clip. That was a
yeah.
clip in the show. Yeah.
Oh, that was really funny. I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember laughing a lot at that. And that was like
Mhm.
99 as well. That was like quite into the end of
Yeah.
the 90s. And it kind of was the beginning of his like, he kind of went down a bit by then.
It did, but then Shrek, when he played the
And
donkey in
then's what I was going to
Shrek,
say.
yeah,
Yeah. And it was
that
interesting
was
because people like, it was this big animation thing happened
mm-hmm.
like in the mid 90s where
Yeah.
Robin Williams did Aladdin
Aladdin, yeah.
and Tom Hanks and that other guy did Toy Story.
Toy Story, yeah.
And all of a sudden it was like, oh, okay, people are beginning to,
Yeah.
this is
It's
a thing,
another
this
thing,
is
isn't it?
something.
It's a thing,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
doing the voice.
I suppose who else was Aladdin came out, Lion King.
Mhm.
Was there anything else that was big?
Mm,
Toy Story was the big Pixar one, and then I
yeah.
suppose after Toy Stories there was it's
Bugs Life or something? No?
Bugs Life, yeah, Bugs
Yeah,
Life,
yeah.
yeah. So those sort
Yeah,
of
there
things
was a
all came
few around
out.
that time.
There's a few around that time, and it was like, actually, this could really work. And Donkey was just the highlight of the whole of that Shrek.
He was perfect. It was just a
I mean, Mike
perfect.
Myers was good. Mike
Yeah,
Myers was good.
yeah.
Cameron Diaz was very good,
Hmm. Oh, yes,
but Donkey took it to the next level.
yeah.
Eddie Murphy just took it to the next level. It's
Again,
just,
it didn't seem scripted. It was just him being him,
yeah,
like in that,
him
and then they managed to get the animation. Is the face of
to look like him.
Donkey? He looked
Yeah,
like him somehow, but yeah,
yeah. It was like it was actually Eddie Murphy saying that,
yeah.
and he's just got some brilliant, funny lines where he goes, he like there's a bit where someone kind of does a spell and it misses and it hits him, and Donkey starts flying. He goes, "I can fly, I can fly." He goes, "You seen a housefly? You might have seen you see a housefly? You might have even
On that
seen
one.
something fly, but you ain't never seen a donkey fly." It's just really clever. And then the bit where Shrek goes to him, "I'm like an onion," and then he's like, "Why don't you try and be like a not a sorbet? He's like some sort of dessert." He goes, "Why don't you try and be like a sorbet?" I haven't heard nobody say they don't like a sorbet. Everyone likes a sorbet. You should be like a sorbet. And it's just like because he's like it's
Yes.
like he's rambling.
And do you know about those animations, which was really clever, is that it was aimed at kids and adults. Yeah, so it was
Yeah,
families can go watch it, and everyone will enjoy it in their different ways.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that was really
And,
smart.
and and I think they did these really clever little in jokes
Yeah,
that
yeah.
adults would get, but kids would not. And I think
No,
they were the
exactly.
first ones that really did to really
Yes.
do that.
Yeah.
And I think IMDb is a bit stupid because IMDb rating is only 7.9. That's just mad.
For what?
For Shrek, 7.9 is a bit low. I reckon
Okay.
it should be at least eight
Yeah.
and a half.
Okay.
I'm trying to find that. Actually, do you know who else is brilliant in it? Farquaad. Farquaad is
Who
brilliant.
plays? Do you know who plays him then? I don't know.
John Lithgow.
This guy, I need to see his face. I've never seen him.
He is very familiar. He's in Third Rock from the Sun. He's that guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember
And
third rock
it
from the sun.
looks like him. He looks like him.
Yeah, it
And
does
the and
actually. Now
the
that you mention it. Yeah.
and the Queen is also someone famous, but I can't remember now. Let me see if I find the Queen.
I didn't know he was in Mulan until I watched the tribute. I don't
I
think I've
didn't know he
seen
was in
Mulan.
Mulan.
I've
Yeah,
never seen Mulan. Yeah.
I think I watched it back in the day, but I don't really remember
Mm,
it. The reason I'm looking at IMDb because I want to
mm.
find that. I want to find the quote. Where's the quote from? Sorry,
Yeah.
talk amongst yourselves.
They used to,
While I find.
they used to have quotes. And then he remade, not remade. He did a recent Beverly Hills Cop. Did you see that? Excellent. The
It's
update
not bad actually. I
2024.
quite enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I
It's
enjoyed it. It was,
got
I finished it first.
funny enough, it's also got the guy from Third Rock from the Sun and Batman, Dark Knight Rises. That thin guy whose name I can't remember. I can't remember anybody's name.
Thin guy in Dark Knight Rises. What the hell? I don't know what you're talking about.
His name is John Gordon-Levitt. Sorry,
Okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay, sounds familiar.
Yeah. Who is he's quite famous. He's got a beard now. A beard doesn't suit him. I wish people wouldn't just all copy me and get a beard.
And
He's
you know,
in 10 Things I Hate About You.
oh yes,
Which I've
yes,
never
he's a
watched.
good actor.
He's in Inception. He's in Inception. He's in
Yeah,
Inception.
I know him. He's good. He's good. Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises, all those sorts of films. But he's in it. Hold up. Because it's lovely. You know, you're really quite a decorator. It's amazing what you've done with such a modest budget. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. There's just so many good quotes in that film. But then he really kind of, after Shrek, he does like Shrek 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Then he really doesn't do anything.
There's a Shrek
He goes
4.
into the
And there's a 5 being made. Yeah.
Oh really? I didn't know that. Okay. And maybe it'll be good. Maybe that's why Mike Myers was on that thing, because Mike Myers disappeared for ages.
Yeah.
He disappeared off the face of the earth for ages.
Yeah.
But interestingly, when Eddie Murphy's career kind of went a bit quiet in the 2000s, he got an Oscar nomination.
Oh yeah.
For Dreamgirls, which I've never seen.
Oh, again, that came up on the trivia. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. I just like.
Yeah. It's like, what happened there?
And Beyonce.
And then
I don't even know.
Yeah. A very plain Jane looking Beyonce's in it. And the other thing is, I kind of didn't realize that he'd done that song, because I've heard that song lots of times. The Party All the Time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he sang that. I was like, what? Eddie Murphy sang Party All the Time? I didn't know that. He did it with Rick James.
Rick James.
And
okay, yeah.
Rick James is he did. I want to say he did Celebrate. He did some very famous songs in the 80s. He's dead now. But Rick James is interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, he did Super Freak. That's his really famous song, Super Freak. So this is where it's really interesting, because in the early 2000s, Dave Chappelle did the Chappelle Show, which was it like early 2000s, late 90s, something like that. And obviously he got quite famous, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
And he was in Nutty Professor. And he got to know Charlie Murphy, who's famously Eddie's older brother.
Yeah.
And he mentions Rick James for some reason. And Charlie's like, yeah, I've had a fight with him like 5 times. I was like, what do you mean you've had a fight with him? He's like, yeah, I've had a fight with him 5 times. And then he talks about every time they had a fight together.
Yeah.
And then Dave Chappelle basically talks about doing the sketch. And it's a really weird sketch, because basically Dave Chappelle dresses up as Rick James.
Okay. Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, you have to see this if you're over 18. Because he coins this famous phrase of saying, I'm Rick James, swear word. And he never said that, apparently.
Oh, I've seen Dave Chappelle say that a lot, and I never figured out what it's about. Okay.
So there's this Rick James who was very, very, very famous in the 70s and the 80s.
Okay.
And he was a massive star, but he was unhinged, crazy, and he did like unhinged thing. So the story goes that he came into Eddie Murphy's house and goes, oh, Eddie, you're really rich. You've got a new couch. And he started putting his muddy shoes all over the couch. And then Charlie Murphy gets annoyed, tells him to stop. Rick James punches him, and Charlie Murphy then has to beat the crap out of him. And this story is kind of dramatized in Chappelle's Show over these 5 fights. And it is hilarious. It's so funny. And the thing is that Dave Chappelle says, Eddie Murphy's obviously hilarious and very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Murphy's very, very funny as well, but just in a very different way. And it's interesting because the humor is not always it's not always the same in different people. It's different. I think what's also interesting is Dave Chappelle does this story where he's saying we do the sketch and we have to get permission from Eddie Murphy. Can we show this? And he goes, "You come to my house, bring the film with you." So he brings the film, puts it on, and he goes, basically, we went to a cinema, Eddie sat at the front, we all sat at the back, and so we can't see his face. And he's not laughing, he's not making any noise, and we're like, oh, this is a disaster. This is really, really going to be bad. And all he does, he goes, at the end, he goes, yes. And Eddie Murphy likes it, and he goes, Dave Chappelle goes, that's like one of the highlights of his career. That Eddie Murphy likes his sketch. But Dave Chappelle show or the Chappelle show is definitely worth watching. It's very, very funny, and it is very funny in a way because of that relationship between Charlie Murphy, Eddie, and then obviously people like Prince come into it, Rick James comes into it.
So does Eddie Murphy go on Chappelle show? Does he come on it? Oh, okay.
No, but there's stories about him.
Yeah, okay.
Because obviously Charlie Murphy tells stories about his brother.
Yeah.
And what's funny is it's like that life imitating art thing where apparently Rick James went into a hotel or restaurant or something. The lady said, "Can I take your name?" Because she didn't know who he was. And he turned around in front of lots of people and went, "I'm Rick James." He would. So
now I get it.
He was aware of it. He was aware of it, and he kind of went, "You know who I am." I think apparently part of the reason he disappeared in that time, kind of from 2010ish to 2014, 2015, probably. He's got a whole bunch of kids.
Who?
He's got tons of kids. Eddie Murphy.
Oh, okay. Is it?
He's got like 10 kids.
He's been with quite a lot of women, hasn't he? He was with Scary Spice at one point as well.
Really? That's a weird relationship because he's a lot older than her. I assume he's a lot older than her. Oh, he's not that much older than her.
I don't know.
I suppose if when he got famous, she was probably, when she got famous, he was probably like 35 and she was probably about 25. So maybe it's not that big a difference in age. But that's still a weird relationship.
He's got 10 children.
I don't know why. That's just, yeah, he's got 10 children. Not her. And like you've got now grandkids and stuff. It's really interesting. Did you ever see Dolomite Is My Name?
No, again, that came up in the trivia.
It's so weird.
Never seen it.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's not a family-friendly movie, should we just say that? It's one of those that's like, okay, what's going on here? But it is quite funny. It is like, it's one of those where you're like, okay, what the hell's going on here? But it is kind of funny. And now, like you said, he did Coming to America 2, which I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Coming to America 2 is amazing. And obviously, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley was funny. I think ultimately, sorry, go on.
Yeah, go on, carry on.
I think ultimately it's interesting because so many people cite him as the reason that they got into comedy or into acting or into entertainment generally. And he's done so much hilarious, funny stuff. And so many people who hang around with him say he's genuinely one of the funniest people you could ever be around.
Yeah, naturally funny. 100%. It's rare, and like there's not anyone like him now. Again, it's like it seems to be that period in the 80s. You had him, you had Michael Jackson, you had
Mike Tyson.
And then
people like
just
that.
No one liked them. There's just this period where so many amazing stars. Oh, you had like, let's say Sylvester Stallone, you had Arnold Schwarzenegger, all in the same period. But there's no one like them, and probably will never be like them. You know,
Bruce Willis was coming up.
Bruce Willis, again, like
De Niro and Pacino were at their pomp.
Who even like comes close to that kind of star status now? You know, so and. And the trivia was interesting. Kevin Hart came on. I quite like Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart's quite funny, and he's actually after watching that, it reminds me like he's very similar. You could see he's got a lot of his ideas from Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And you know, I watched. I don't know if you've seen the roast of Kevin Hart. Okay.
I saw bits of it.
Very controversial and inappropriate, but another level.
Beyond the scope of the discussion.
I no. But I found it really funny. I found it funny. But yeah. So just he was
Parfait.
just massive. What?
Parfait.
Parfait? Which one?
Donkey talks about parfait, not
Oh,
flambe
right.
or
Yeah.
sorbet. Parfait.
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah.
I've never met anybody who said they don't like parfait. Parfait is the most delicious thing in the whole planet.
It just all it does just goes into one. It's so funny.
Goes off for one of parfaits.
Mm.
I ain't never met anybody who said he don't like no parfait. Parfaits are delicious.
Another movie which I haven't seen was Norbit. I've never seen that.
Oh yeah, that was weird. I don't know about Norbit. One thing surprisingly we haven't mentioned is his relationship with Michael Jackson.
I didn't know he had a relationship with Michael Jackson. What relationship with Michael Jackson?
So he did Remember the Time.
Yeah, he was in the video. I remember that. Now that
He was
you
in the
mention
video, and they were friends. They
didn't know that.
and
Yeah.
there's a famous video on. They did shows like the Arsenio Hall show. They did some rewards ceremonies together where Michael gave an award to Eddie Murphy, or Eddie Murphy gave an award to Michael Jackson. And there's a famous one where basically Michael Jackson comes on to receive an award, and Eddie Murphy's standing next to him, and he goes, the microphone's too low. Can you fix this for me? And Eddie Murphy tries to fix it, and he goes, hold a second, I don't work for you. Because did you see what happened there? Michael goes, the microphone's too low. Could you fix it for me? And he goes, and I started doing it as well. And then I was like, hey, no, you can fix his own microphone. Which is funny because that's just, I'm sure Michael Jackson wasn't going, do it for me. Who do you think you are? Like sort of thing. He was obviously not like that. But the fact that Eddie Murphy turned it into something hilarious is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. It's so funny. So tell me about the top.
Yeah, I thought I'm not ashamed to wear it. No shame.
Anymore.
Anymore.
Now the season's over.
What
Yeah,
an
let's
escape,
just talk about that
man.
for a second.
What an
Yeah,
escape.
we can talk about that.
Seriously, like what they put us through, what they put me through, man, these last few months. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'll never forget this.
I honestly thought, before Deserby came in, I thought, we're done. We're cooked. It's over.
I could not see. I was looking at the fixtures, and thinking, I can't see us winning any of these. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't have won any of them.
But there were,
had it not been.
It wouldn't have. But there was something in me that thought, like Villa, Forest, they're in European competitions. There's a lot of other stuff going on in the background. Maybe we can, they'll put on a weekend team.
I think, to be honest, the reason I think we did okay in the end is West Ham reverted to type. West Ham were crap all season. And there were about 3 or 4 results that they started winning, which is why we got pulled into that relegation zone. Obviously, we weren't winning ourselves, and they won 2 or 3 games.
Yes.
That was why we got pulled into relegation.
That was
they lost like 3 games on trot, I think.
Yeah. And like I think around December time, they were like 14 points ahead of 14 points behind Spurs at some point. Yeah. And they managed to catch up like so quick because obviously we weren't winning, isn't it?
We weren't winning, yeah. They started winning. So May 17th, May the 2nd, and let's start, where are we? They drew with Man City, which was massive, right? They lost against Villa, which was really good for us. Then they smashed Wolves. They drew against Palace. They drew against, they beat Everton. But then, thankfully, 3 results that really helped us were they lost against Brentford. They got them battered 3-0. By absolutely horrendous refereeing decision. Thank God they lost against Arsenal. And then they got battered by Newcastle. Those 3 results saved us from relegation.
And
then they beat Leeds. They beat
Leeds. I was surprised by that.
Leeds were on the beach.
Yeah, they were. But
they were literally on the beach because they didn't have to fight for anything.
I think that Villa win was massive.
Yeah,
And the fact that because
yeah.
Villa fought on a weekend side as well, which like that was it. That was what helped us.
And here's the thing:
Um,
it was a weak inside, I agree,
mm,
but Spurs actually played really well.
yes, yeah, they started believing. They started
Yeah,
having some kind of purpose, and I felt like, for once, even though battered by injuries, absolutely battered by injuries. Like it looked like they
I
only
mean,
had 11 players. That's it. That's at
and
some
those
point.
4-11 players got dragged, and even right at the
Yeah.
end, they were still getting injuries. Right, Xavi Simons got injured against,
Yes.
I want to say against Wolves, or maybe
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
Brighton.
Yeah. I think you're right against Wolves.
Right,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that was it, man. That was like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
sugar, we haven't got no creativity now. There's nothing creativity. There's nothing. Yeah, and I think the massive factor that is really underlooked is Rodrigo Bentancur coming back. I think the
Yes.
fact
Yeah.
that he came back,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was
That
like,
helped.
oh, it's now going to be okay because there was somebody who was able to actually pass the ball in the middle of the
Mhm.
pitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so between you and me, I went to see the Leeds game, the Tottenham Leeds
Yes.
game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was in England for like that
Mm,
week. I landed
mm,
in the morning. I had some
mm,
work stuff to do. I was meeting this
mm,
guy in London, and he goes,
mm.
"Oh, he's a Tottenham supporter."
Yeah.
And I was meeting him for work, and he goes, "Do you want to come to
Yeah.
the Tottenham game? I've
Oh
got tickets."
wow. That's so
And I'm like,
cool.
I'm absolutely shattered
Yes.
because
Yes.
I've just
Yes.
flown overseas
Yeah.
overnight from
Yeah.
Dubai. But I'm like, go on, man.
Yeah. 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 Why not,
And
man?
it
Yeah.
will. Why not go on then? Might be
Mm.
the last time I'm seeing them in the
Yeah.
Premier League. So interesting enough, I think what Deserving came in was his first game.
Was
His first game
Sunderland?
was Sunderland,
Sunderland? I
and they
think
lost
Sunderland. They
1-0.
lost 1-0. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then actually the game which gave me some hope
Yeah.
was against Brighton
Brighton. Yeah. Yeah.
because they should have beat Brighton.
They should have beat Brighton.
It
Yeah.
was a
That was
last
unlucky.
minute
Yeah.
unlucky goal
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that can't remember which some Brighton player scored, and they're like
Mhm.
literally in the last minute.
Yeah.
And I thought, do you know something? If they play like this against, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we had Wolves, Aston
Mhm.
Villa, Leeds, Chelsea, and Everton. I
Yeah.
thought we're never going to beat Chelsea. That's a write-off, right? That doesn't happen. So if we can get
Mhm.
7 points, I thought, yeah, we're going to be all right. If we get
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
points, and we got 1, 4, 5, 4 plus, I can't do maths, 7,
Yeah.
7, 8, 11 points.
Yeah. In
We got
5
11
games,
points
something like that. Yeah.
in 5 games, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
11 points in 6 games,
6 games. Yeah. Yeah.
which actually is really good, considering
Yes.
considering the injuries that team
Mhm.
has.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
he does this.
I,
He does this weird thing where he bites
yes.
me. He's a bitey cat.
No, he's, as I said, like he's a bit uncultured, isn't he? He's a he's a street
He's
cat,
a
isn't
snotty cat.
he?
He's a bit snotty.
No,
Hello.
he's not.
Hello. I read somewhere that ginger cats are a bit stupid.
Yeah, they get a lot of hate, ginger cats. Yeah,
No, he's very cute and
mm.
he's very like energetic and
He's
stuff, but
very
he's not
energetic. He
lazy.
needs a lot of playtime, I'm
Yeah,
guessing. Like,
yeah. I think that's what it is. I read that he does this biting thing because he's doing play aggression. So
yes,
like
yeah,
when he plays, he doesn't know how to take that out because I'm
mhm,
not playing with him as such. So
yeah,
then he's
yeah,
like biting my hand because it's part
yeah,
of the play. But that
yeah.
means I can't let him near the kids.
You might,
And then if I hit him or something, if I
yeah,
hit him, that's it. He'll bite more. The only way to
um,
stop him doing this now is
mhm.
putting him down and saying, "Bye bye, I'm not playing now."
Oh,
Then he'll go away.
I thought you meant putting him down. Like, whoa.
It's a bit extreme.
There was this. I
You
had
know?
to. What's it called? Uh, So one of my cats had to be. What's it called? Uh, it needed something done. I can't remember the vet a few years ago, and they had to. What's it called when you put people to sleep before an operation or
And
something?
and and
Anesthetize.
and
Anesthetize. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
So what happened? The vet calls me up and goes, "We need to anesthetize your cat, but we need your permission." Okay. So I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And then I called my wife and I said, "Yeah, they needed, but I'll just tell them they called me up. They want to euthanize our cat, so I gave them permission." She's like, what? Like, oh no, not euthanize. I mean, anesthetize. Bloody hell. They sound very similar, don't they?
Yes, they do. They do. There's some other ones like that, but we'll pick those up later. Finally, before we go,
Yes.
World Cup
Predictions.
World Cup
There's
predictions.
about 500 teams, man. It's not.
It's like, is Somalia in it this year?
Do you know?
It's gonna be like,
Fact, yeah. Crystal Palace have more players in the World Cup than Real Madrid. Did you know that?
that's
Mad,
brilliant.
innit?
To be fair, can we just talk very briefly about Oliver Glasner, who's like, in his 3 years or 4 years, however long he's been at Crystal Palace, has won 3 trophies.
It's mad.
More than they've
Palace
won
just
in their
came out of
whole history. Ever.
Imagine that. You just come, you just manage a team and that's it. You just get 3 trophies.
Yep.
Yeah. I wonder what Pep's gonna do. Because like
he's
always
won
been
more trophies than Arsenal have in the last 10 years. Or 6 years at least.
That's mad for a team like Palace, who were like they weren't even Premier League, were they?
And here's the thing, and they lost Eze.
Yes.
But they didn't miss. They didn't miss him.
Yeah.
Miss.
yeah. Stutter. You should have stuttered before you said miss. Stutters a lot, doesn't he? You're right.
Yeah. That's sorry. Right. That's everything. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. World Cup.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I don't know what time I'm gonna watch it. It's like middle of the night.
That's mad. The timing's crazy. And like I've put this article in the group. I don't know if you saw. Guide to all 1,248 players. For
seems like a lot of players.
Bedtime reading before the World Cup.
I'm gonna test you on it next week.
What's that?
I'm gonna test you on it next week.
What's next week?
I would test you on it next week.
Oh right. Yeah, because I'm thinking of doing fantasy football, World Cup fantasy football, but yeah, I need to.
Too many players.
Too many players.
The Premier League doesn't have that many.
How the hell does it, there's a team called Curacao. I didn't even know that was a country.
What?
How did Curacao get in? And then
Isn't
Italy
that a volcano?
And then Italy
Isn't that a volcano?
Yeah.
That's a volcano, Krakow.
I'm disappointed. Italy, like how many World Cups? 2 or 3 World Cups they haven't made it. It's mad.
Do you know what? Do you know whose fault it is?
Yeah.
Materazzi. That's whose fault it is.
What? Why? What did he do?
Because he swore at Zidane's sister or mother or something, and Zidane battered him.
Oh yeah.
Zidane, and they got cursed by
Zidane. Did some curse, man. That's it. Yeah.
Then Gunge means bald head. Knocked Italy out of the World Cup for 4 World Cups. 4 World Cups? 5. 4 World Cups.
No, 3.
No?
3. What do you mean? Can't 4, man. 3. I'm pretty sure it's 3. Hang on. What has it been? They missed the last one, the one before. Yeah, you look it up.
Oh yeah, 2014. They were in 2014, so they weren't in 18. They weren't in 22. They're on 26. That is a madness.
There's like a whole generation of kids that have not even seen Italy in the World Cup. It's mad.
I mean, the other amazing thing I saw was there are 4 players in this World Cup who were there in the 2006 World Cup as well.
That's mad. Because Messi and Ronaldo are in it, aren't they? They're going to be
Messi,
there,
Ronaldo, Modric.
Modric.
Mexico's Modric, the old rat-looking so-and-so. As much as I love him, he's been there for 6 World Cups. So the first World Cup was when he was like 20, and now he's 40, basically.
That's crazy.
See, this is what I don't understand. Like, so Tottenham seem to go like you have a player who's 30, and they're like, oh, he's ancient, man. He's last about to retire. And you get players like Modric and Ronaldo. Who's playing? Ronaldo's gone off and playing in Saudi, right? I don't want to disparage Saudi, but it's not the top level of world football. Messi's playing in America again, not the top level of world football. Modric was playing at AC Milan. That's mad. He's not messing around. That's AC Milan. I'm sure it's not the same as it used to be back in the days of Maldini and Bracey, but still.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's still top level football, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
I reckon we should get him back at Tottenham.
yeah, it'd be better than a lot.
Can't be worse than Basuma. Look at it now. Basuma's rubbish. I think we should do a thing, an episode about which players we should sell, which ones we should get.
Yeah,
Can you see this?
Could
Can you see this?
do. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, you're live on TV.
Sorry, I'm not live. I'm not hurting this cat.
I mean,
I'm just pretending. And it's scratching me and biting me. Behave.
you know what would
I've got
help?
evidence.
He needs someone to play with.
Smack.
He needs another cat, I think.
So really funny. There's this fat cat that comes in our garden. She's a girl, and I think what happened is she was somebody who lives down the road. She was their cat, and they left her. They left the house and they left her here.
Yeah,
Which is horrible, man. I don't know why people do that, and it's just really cruel.
That is cool.
And she's snipped.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? He's just like, oh man.
She's spayed. I mean, yeah, she's spayed. Yeah.
She's spayed, right? Yeah. So and although she's spayed, I think she still exhibits some behaviors of not being spayed. So because he was inside meowing, she would come and hang around the window. And although he's a baby still, he can't do anything about anything. Yeah. But obviously he's a boy, and I think she was a bit attracted. So then she went into our back garden. So you've seen like there's a front garden there, and then you walk around the back garden there. And I put him out, and he got well excited. He was like, "Oh my god, it's a friend to play with!" Oh look, hello. She went, and just battered him.
Oh my god!
Absolutely smacked him like. Oh my god! I ran outside, grabbed her, keep them away from each other. I don't want him to catch anything. I'm sure she's like a clean cat, but still,
I know, still.
She's been out on the street a little while now.
He's not allowed out, I'm guessing. He's an indoor cat.
No, he's not normally allowed out. He escaped out because he saw this other cat.
Okay.
So he's normally an indoor cat.
Yeah.
Although I'm gonna get him spayed, and I might let him out because otherwise I think he gets bored inside.
Yeah, you could do. Yeah.
This is the issue. He does this, or get him another kitten. Well, if I get him another kitten, he's gonna batter that kitten.
No, well, not.
But maybe if he gets scratched.
Yeah.
Well, he's a kitten himself. He's not that old, is he? He's only 6 months.
Well, I'm thinking about one of my cats getting them a new home. So I don't know. We'll have a chat.
No, okay.
Spayed. She's spayed. So yeah.
She's spayed. It's like a Rista. It's a cat Rista.
Yeah.
What kind of cat dairy are you gonna give?
Wait. Why am I giving the dairy? You're doing the Indian version.
You're the girl side. The girl side gives the dairy.
Does
the men's side give mead. Yeah.
Oh.
That's the whole controversy.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
That's why it's not good. With the men's side giving, it's all good. Who cares? Where I'm going now.
Cool.
Right, have a good one.
Cool. Speak to you later.
I'll catch you soon. Yeah,
Bye.